Hello, Randy Rain here, and for some time people have been asking me when I'm going to get around to making grips for the OmniBot 2000. Well, the time is now. This is
Randy Robot Garage.
Alright, here's my OmniBot 2000. So there's several problems with this. Is one thing, these are glued in, so not only do I have to figure out how to get it off of here because it's glued, after figuring out how to make them, got to figure out a glue to put it back on that's going to stick both to what's this plastic and to whatever rubber I make it out of. So there's a lot to this. Of course, I'm not going to do this arm. I'm going to go over here on this one. I think I may be able to get this off and get to this, because this all has to come off to get to this, and get those off of there. I think I can do it without taking this whole thing apart. Aha! I did it. Alright, I have one right here. It's not stuck all that well. Looks like I can probably get this one off pretty easily. Guess I just have to go for it. There it is. I have a little block of wood here that I cut into a wedge. I'm going to glue this to it. There's a couple of drops of CA glue. Now I always use string, and the only reason I use string is because I do a lot of foam rubber and rubber bands. As soon as the foam rubber oozes out the top and flows onto the rubber bands, they're no good anymore. So instead of just buying rubber bands constantly, I just started using string. Now I'm just going to pour some onyx, some of the black plastic in there. This will be my cleanup pour to clean it out for the first time. And I'm going to need it because I'm going to make another one. And see, if you do this with rubber bands, they're screwed too. But with the string, not a problem. Just unless you get too much on there, it won't break. But there, that's totally reusable again. Yeah, I had a bad feeling it was going to pick up all that. I put a release agent on there hoping it would kind of coat over. This side's not too bad. But yeah, the rubber on mine is still in working condition, but it's not without its cracking. So I gotta fix this and then make another mold. Now this is very thin CA glue. I sure vacuumed out a lot of bubbles. I hope I got them all. I'm not convinced that I did. Might have to find a new method of pouring. So this is my original one. This is with the crackling all in it. Here's the second one that I made. This one I just poured some rubber in, and there's something on the inside that's keeping it sticky. Something along the inside of the wall, even though I post-cured it and cleaned it. But I've also made a third. So these are the two to make it. This is just not going to be used. And the one thing to do is I can take some of this smooth cast onyx. And this stuff gets really, really hot when it cures. And really nothing keeps this stuff from curing. I should have done this already. This is a good clean out. Alright, this stuff goes off fast and hot. So it should clean it out pretty well and get anything that's in there. Come on out of there. Now some acetone. So that should get it for whatever was keeping it from curing properly. Okay, so I finally got them to stop being sticky. It was a combination of different things. One is that it's a thin wall. There's also a lot of pigment in these things. And I was also putting heat on it, trying to get it to cure faster because this stuff is so slow. And just a bunch of things, and new molds. New molds often cause it to be sticky. But anyway, it's all worked out. I'm building up the stock. And I got to thinking, I wonder if you could take the mechanical arm off just like this one without taking the whole thing apart. But then I thought, what, do you even need to? Because more than likely, if you need these, it's not like this one. It's like my other one in storage, which is all these are completely rotted away and they're gone. So you shouldn't need any problem there. So you can just put these right on. You shouldn't need to take anything apart to get to it. So I put the arm back together and put it back on, and the grip that I took off, I left it off, and I'm going to replace it with one that I made, and I'm going to do it with it on. So do that now. Okay, I don't see why CA glue wouldn't just hold it just fine. When it was glued, it was only glued here on this flat spot. Nothing on the sides was glued. So if I just take some CA glue, which is super glue, crazy glue, that type of stuff. Cyanoacrylate, I think it is. Okay. Put a little here. A little dab will do ya. Yeah, it's already stuck. There you go. Can't beat that with a stick. Even with the little flaws. Okay, so technically I'm still working on these because, you know, with the thin wall and it being this really thick rubber that you got to get down into the mold, they're still not perfect. They're not perfect. But I do have them for sale, but don't expect perfection. There are some little flaws in them. You might find some little air bubbles. You might find some scratches and stuff like that. I'm still working on that. But you can get them at my website right here, robotrefurb.com. I will have these. And I'm still working on them, like I said, and I'm going to improve on it and getting the molds better. Probably do some more molds and get it to where I can finally do them really well. And then I will put them on eBay and raise the price. So, but if you want them now and get some, go to Robot Refurb Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, I sure would appreciate a like. If you want to see more like this, of course, hit the subscribe button. I want to thank all these people right here. These are patrons. These are people helping me out. These are people bringing you all the stuff that I do, and it couldn't be done without them. That's all there is to it. I can't say any more than that. Without these patrons, I couldn't be bringing you these videos every week that I do. So I thank them oh so very, very much. And you should too. And if you want to become a patron, there's, of course, links. Anyway, here it is. OmniBot 2000 grips. That was...
Randi Robot Garage.